Hi, LHD here. Welcome to Design Democracy, where today's episode is my faves. So I wanted to show you a few of my favorite things. Now this is an upcycling episode, and even though Dog Gus thinks that it's a little boring, I'm going to tell you about 3 of my favorite projects that I have around the house and studio. So first I'd like to tell you about this dish cabinet. When I was antiquing for a different client, I came across this. I've been looking for something that was roughly the size to put some of my dishes in. But before I go any further, hi, my name is Leslie and I'm a dish hoarder. So this is just a few of my collection, but I wanted to showcase it. And when I found this piece, the exterior was this color already, which worked great with the brick and everything surrounding it. But I decided to paint the shelves black in order to create more contrast with the dishes. The other thing I did was to put this toile fabric back behind here to create a little bit more texture and interest. Now originally the cabinet had a door on it, but because I wanted to showcase the dishes, I decided to take it off. And that sat in my garage for a while until I used it for a different favorite project. So we'll take a look at some others now. All right, let me show you my next favorite thing. It is a Singer yardstick table. Now as a 5th generation seamstress, I'm always on the lookout for very cool sewing related things. So when I found this Singer treadle base, I squealed. It was at a yard sale. It was black, of course, that's the original color. So what I did to modify that is just to spray paint the crap out of it. And at the same time, I found a ton of vintage yardsticks. It's a little challenging to find, so when I found enough, I covered the top of it. And it worked out beautifully because the Singer base just had a piece of oak on it. So it was a very nice substrate to nail into. I chose the most interesting and the oldest ones to put along the corners here, and it worked out so well. It's absolutely one of my favorite pieces. Now what I love most is that after I put a picture of this on Pinterest to inspire others, it has thousands of repins now. So you know, it's a popular thing. So I had enough yardstick left over that I have another upcycling bit that I'd like to show you. So let's go take a look at that. So the third element in my trifecta of upcycled favorite things is this jewelry board. So welcome to my dressing room. This piece might look familiar. It's actually the door from the dish cabinet that we started out looking at today. I had it in my garage for over a year trying to figure out what to do with it. And when I remodeled my dressing room, turns out the jewelry fit perfectly on there. So what I did was measure the space and worked around this little obstacle. So we had the light switch to contend with, so I just cut it out. I next lined up all the jewelry and figured out how much I could put on there and used these little adhesive strips, which worked beautifully. But when it came to the earrings, I decided to add another component and upcycle yet again the yardstick that was from that second piece of the table in the studio. So I used 1/8 inch holes from my drill bit in order to align all of the earrings there, and it worked beautifully. Huge fan of this piece because it's functional, it's upcycled, it's awesome. So thanks so much for joining me for Design Democracy today. As always, I'd love to have your comments, so if you have upcycled projects, let me see them. Be sure to subscribe and check out all the other fun videos for faves and toots and T-nats and comps. And I'd love to have you look at my book as well, Remodeling Your House Without Killing Your Spouse. Thanks again for joining me today. Cheers.